Fox and Friends co-host invoked the Pharisees, quote, the so-called and self-appointed elites of their time, there to witness, to write everything down, to report, who, quote, even though they witnessed a literal miracle, it didn't matter. They were only there to explain away the goodness in pursuit of their agenda.
Our press are just like these Pharisees. Not all of you, but the legacy Trump-hating press. Your politically motivated animus for President Trump nearly completely blinds you from the brilliance of our American warriors. The Pharisees scrutinized every good act in order to find a violation.
No one's doubting the warriors. I think the skepticism is of the leaders of the warriors. Hegseth there likening the news media to the Pharisees, opponents of Jesus Christ in the New Testament. So, in Hegseth's analogy, doubting Donald Trump is like doubting Jesus Christ, and covering the war on Iran with skepticism of Trump's claims and Hegseth's claims, many of which have, to be kind, not proven accurate, is, I suppose, the same thing as doubting the miracles of Jesus. What a warped view of what the news media is supposed to do, and what a view he seems to have of this war. And frankly, what better way to cap off a spring of sacrilege by the Trump team? To recap, late last month, during a religious service at the Pentagon, Hegseth recited a prayer for the troops that he said originated from a military chaplain.
Give them wisdom in every decision, endurance for the trial ahead, unbreakable unity, and overwhelming violence of action against those who deserve no mercy.
Overwhelming violence. A few days later, Pope Leo appeared to rebuke those remarks, saying, quote, God ignores the prayers of leaders who wage war and have hands full of blood. Then came Easter Sunday with Trump's profane Truth Social post, quote, open the fucking straits, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell, just watch, unquote. He also said with apparent sarcasm, praise be to Allah. And, somewhat predictably, a few days later, Trump went after the Pope in a long Truth Social rant, attacking the pontiff for not being tough enough on crime, among other criticisms. Then the vice president, a convert to Catholicism, he weighed in yesterday, saying this.
I think that it's important, in the same way that it's important for the Vice President of the United States to be careful when I talk about matters of public policy, I think it's very, very important for the Pope to be careful when he talks about matters of theology.